Hello and welcome to the virtual captain's meeting. On behalf of Marty Dempsey and Aaron Hobson, my name is John Broska, and we are proud to serve as your intramural sports staff for the Department of Recreational Sports here at the University of Florida. In an effort to better serve our students and participants, the intramural program is pleased to now offer online intramural captain's meetings for your convenience.
During the next several minutes, we will be educating you on the policies and procedures of the intramural sports program and your roles and responsibilities as an intramural captain.
Please note that following this virtual training, you will be asked to complete a brief, multiple-choice quiz to ensure your knowledge of the program. Also know that captains only need to complete this portion of the training once per academic year.
Again, on behalf of the Department of Recreational Sports and the Intramural Sports Program, welcome and enjoy.
It is the mission of the Department of Recreational Sports to offer experiences that enrich the lives of University of Florida students through excellence in facilities, fitness, sport, adventure, and play. We are committed to fostering leaders, encouraging lifelong healthy lifestyles, and developing meaningful relationships. Our mission and core values such as enhanced quality of life through participation, building relationships through interactions, leadership through experiences, and development through education help shape and define our commitment to the University of Florida. Within the Department of Recreational Sports, it is the purpose of the Intramural Sports Program to provide an opportunity for every student, faculty, and staff member to take part in a competitive and non-competitive recreational sports activities within the framework of educational endeavors. The objectives of the Intramural Sports Program are as follows: to provide opportunities for individual development through various activities, to provide opportunities for social contacts and development of lasting friendships, to provide leadership and fellowship opportunities through participation, to provide recreation for individuals regardless of skill ability, to provide opportunities which develop a positive attitude towards lifetime recreation, and to provide opportunities for personal growth and development through employment and leadership experiences.
The Intramural Sports Program has a diverse staff to meet the needs of its participants. The professional staff includes Assistant Director John Broska and 2 coordinators, Marty Dempsey and Aaron Hobson. The student staff includes 2 graduate assistants, Doug Burkhart and Corey Gazet, 4 program assistants, Marcus Boddy, Amy Catlin, John Hager, and Caitlin Murphy, as well as over 300 supervisors, officials, and scorekeepers. The Intramural Sports Program offers a wide variety of leagues for men and women to provide recreational opportunities regardless of skill ability. Female participants may participate in either a women's independent or sorority league. Women may not participate in any men's league unless no women's league is offered. Male participants may participate in either a men's independent, fraternity, grad fac staff, men's competitive, or men's recreational league. For fraternity and sorority leagues, only students who are registered members with Pan-Hellenic or IFC are eligible to participate. In addition to single-gender leagues, the department offers a series of multi-gendered co-rec leagues offering men and women an opportunity to participate on the same team. For more detailed descriptions of each league, please visit our intramural website. Competitive leagues are designed for teams whose primary objective is to win games. Players in this league generally have played high school varsity sports and remain active in that sport. Some intramural sports teams may even hold practices. On the other hand, recreational leagues are designed for teams whose primary objective is to enjoy intramural sports and to have fun. Winning is secondary. Most players on these teams have not played at the varsity level and may be slightly active in the sport. Most teams that have never played together before or are first-time participants are better suited to play in the recreational league.
Students who wish to participate in the intramural sports program but do not have a full team to play on are encouraged to sign up as a free agent on the intramural sports website.
By adding your information to the free agents list, other teams looking for additional players can contact you directly. Free agents are also encouraged to come to the fields during play to seek out a team to join. Lastly, free agents can also use social media sites, such as the UF Rec Sports Facebook fan page, to try and be picked up by a team for the season.
As a captain of your team, you will have a significant amount of responsibilities asked of you.
First, captains must be informed of all intramural sports policies and procedures and rules governing the specific sporting activity. Captains are also responsible for the behavior of their entire team or spectators and are advised to choose their teammates wisely. Moreover, captain's responsibilities include relaying vital information from the intramural sports staff to various team members, including all game times and locations. Prior to each game time, the captain is responsible for ensuring that all players have legally signed in at the game site. To legally sign in, each team member must provide his or her valid Gator 1 card to the staff on site. Teams are encouraged to show up 15 minutes prior to the start of each competition to aid in the sign-in process. During the game, the captain is responsible for assisting with implementation of the intramural sports sportsmanship policy. Additionally, we ask that the designated team captain be the only person to discuss rules, interpretations, and judgment calls with the officials. A team captain will also represent their team in the case of any protests, incidents, or accidents. Following the game, both captains must sign the score sheet confirming the game was recorded correctly with the scorekeeper or supervisor on duty. Lastly, team captains are encouraged to communicate with the intramural sports staff concerning any problems that may have arisen at the game site. All currently enrolled, activity fee-paying students are eligible to participate in intramural sports activities. The following individuals are also eligible to participate in all indoor sports with a purchased rec sports membership or single-entry guest pass to the Southwest Recreation Center. Spouses and partners of fee-paying students. Faculty and their spouses or partners. University employees and their spouses or partners. And employees of affiliated university employers, including, but not limited to, Shands, UAA, UF Foundation, and PK Young. Please note that those participants requiring a rec sports membership must obtain a Gator 1 card that accurately depicts the person's status with the university. During summer A, B, and C semesters, students not enrolled in summer classes must be enrolled in fall classes or have graduated and been accepted to graduate school in the fall, and purchase a continuing student membership to be eligible. Alumni of the university are not eligible to participate in any intramural sports activities. Player eligibility for indoor and outdoor intramural activities remains the same, but with one clear distinction.
A rec sports membership is not required for any outdoor intramural sports activities. Again, alumni of the university are not eligible to participate in any intramural sports activities. Current sport club members may participate in their related sport with a maximum of 2 club members, regardless of gender, allowed per team roster. For the purpose of determining intramural sports eligibility in the related sport, current sport club members are defined as individuals who have participated in any team practice or traveled to any sport club event to participate with said club. Current sport club members retain their sport club status for 12 consecutive months after their last participation in a sport club practice or traveling event. Current or former Olympic and professional athletes are not eligible to participate in their related intramural sport. An athlete will be deemed a professional if at any point they were given financial compensation for participating on a team in a professional or semi-professional league. Additionally, present scholarship athletes, walk-ons, and practice team members are not eligible in their related sport until the following academic year, beginning Summer B, after participation with said team is completed or eligibility has expired. A participant may only play on one single-gendered team and one multi-gendered team per sport. Once an individual has checked in for a team with the intramural sports supervisor, he or she may not play for another team in that league for the remainder of the season and risk forfeiture of all games in which he or she has participated. A player found to be playing on 2 single-gendered or multi-gendered teams in the same sport will be suspended from play in the league of that sport for the remainder of the season. If an eligibility protest is found valid during the regular season, the team will default all contests which the individual played. If an eligibility protest is found valid in the playoffs, the protesting team advances, but the previous rounds remain the same. All participants must present their own valid UF Gator 1 card before each intramural sports event. The intramural sports program has a strict ID policy. No ID, no play, no exceptions. Participants will not be allowed to play without their own valid Gator 1 card that has the picture, name, and UFID number clearly visible. It is the responsibility of the team captain to ascertain the eligibility of his or her players prior to game time. Individuals attempting to check in with another person's identification will have the Gator 1 card confiscated and will not be allowed to play. The team's captain may also be ejected from the game. The individual presenting false identification, as well as the true owner of the Gator 1 card, will be suspended indefinitely from all intramural sports events and are subject to disciplinary action by the university. If it is determined that the team captain was aware of the individual's use of improper identification, then that team may default their game and be subject to removal from the league.
Eligible players may be added to a team roster at any time throughout the regular season and before the completion of the team's first playoff contest. To be added to a roster, new participants must bring their Gator 1 card to the game site, sign in with the intramural sports staff, and fill in their information on the team roster or supplement a roster form. Team roster sizes are unlimited. However, some sports do restrict the number of players that may sign in and participate each night of play. No roster additions may take place once a team has completed in its first playoff contest. A player may be dropped from a roster one time only during the regular season. Once the playoffs begin, a player may no longer be dropped from a roster to play on another team. The player who wishes to be dropped from the team must bring his or her Gator 1 card to the league coordinator during office hours. This must be done by 4:30 p.m., 2 days after the player plays their first game with that team. Once a player has followed the proper drop procedures, then he or she is eligible to join a different team for the remainder of the activity. Captains may also choose to utilize a coach for the purpose of providing direction to a team. Coaches will not be allowed to question the judgment of officials. Coaches are also unable to call timeouts except in the sport of basketball. Coaches are required to sign in with a team and designate themselves as a coach. However, doing so will not consider participation on two teams. Know that coaches will be penalized for inappropriate conduct and will affect team sportsmanship rating and playoff eligibility.
All participants are required to wear appropriate attire and footwear for all competition.
With the exception of sand volleyball, participants in all sports must wear closed-toed shoes. At no time will combat boots, metal-tipped cleats, or casts be allowed for competition. Braces are permitted with approved protective covers. Members of the intramural sports and athletic training staff reserve the right to prohibit use of any footwear or equipment deemed dangerous to participants. All jewelry including, but not limited to, rings, watches, necklaces, and Livestrong bracelets are prohibited. Placing tape or band-aids over jewelry is not allowed. Participants will be required to remove any band-aids and or tape which, in the opinion of the intramural staff, may be covering a piece of jewelry. Religious medallions may be worn so long as they are taped to the body or tucked into the clothing. Medical alert bracelets must be taped so that the proper information remains visible. Matching colored team shirts are required for all sports of basketball, soccer, ultimate, and flag football. Teams will have the opportunity to select a team color during the sign-up process of the sport. 1- or 2-digit numbers are required on the back of all basketball uniforms and must be at least 3 inches tall. Additionally, teams are asked to always bring an alternate white-colored jersey to ensure their ability to play. If neither team has their alternate white jerseys, both teams will forfeit the contest. Teams will no longer give numerical official ratings at the conclusion of each contest. However, a comment line will remain available to aid in the improvement of our officials. We ask that your feedback be both practical and constructive, as your comments help to improve the overall quality of officiating in our program. The Intramural Sports Program expects all participants, teams, and spectators to conduct themselves in a sportsmanlike manner. Following each game, officials and supervisors evaluate team decor and accordingly issue sportsmanship points ranging from 0 to 5. Teams upholding the highest level of sportsmanship will receive a full 5 points. Teams will automatically receive a 5 rating for events that are canceled due to the inclement weather. During the regular season, captains may view their sportsmanship rating online along with all game results.
A default is an unplayed game that is recorded as a loss but is not considered a forfeit. If your team knows that they will be unable to field the required number of players to compete in a contest, it is encouraged that your team utilizes the default policy. Defaulting teams will earn 5 sportsmanship points. Teams may default only once during the regular season. To default, a team captain must email the league coordinator or tournament director in charge of that sport by 5 p.m. the business day prior to the contest with their name, team name, league of play, and intent to default. Contests to be held on Sundays and Mondays must be defaulted by 5 p.m. the Friday prior.